Well, I think we've steadily improved. I mean, when we got there, they had won hardly any games. They'd won was something like I can't remember, but it wasn't very many. But anyway, we've done a good job, I think, as a team to continue to elevate. We won more games than anybody in the Pac-12 this year, and over the last 4 years, we've won more than the other teams in the Pac-12. So I think it's a demanding conference, and I think our team's done a good job steadily improving, and but also staying consistent.
Your third Alamo Bowl appearance as a head coach coming into this year. Of course, we got to talk about the last time in '09. What can you, I guess, share about, I guess, the events that transpired?
Well, there's really not much to share. I mean, you have two horribly sleazy people in Craig James and Kent Hance that tried to destroy my career, and they probably did a little more to destroy their own than they really did mine. And well, it's good to not see them around anymore, and Tech's never really recovered from the damage that they did, and that's sad because there's some tremendously good people at Texas Tech that certainly deserve better than Kent Hance and Craig James.
Do you find the irony in that you took a team back to the Alamo Bowl before they've reached 9 wins or had a chance to come back to this bowl?
Yeah, we get 9 wins every so often and have at Washington State, and we'll probably continue to, if not better. But yeah, and I'll tell you the other thing that probably helps our progress, we don't have anybody like them trying to obstruct us.
Talk about the now, obviously a guy like Gardner Minshew comes in. Where did you find a guy like that, and how has he just fit in and done so well just in a year?
I think the most impressive thing Gardner's done, and I think it really is a tall order, was integrating himself with the team. To come there in June, you have less than 2 months, and integrate yourself with the whole team. Learn the package. Now he's a real, got a lot of maturity to him. And then the other thing is he's extremely smart. So I picked up the plays, and I figured he could do that. But then also you're trying to get timed up and wired in with the personnel around you, which I think could be demanding. And then, the most impressive thing is he integrated himself with the team so that they really liked him, that they would follow him. He's a very blue-collar guy. Anything an offensive lineman will do, he's front and center to do it himself, and and does a really good job of elevating the whole unit.
Going up against a team from the Big 12 Conference, obviously it's a conference that you're familiar with, maybe the type of offense that you're familiar with. Does that give you an advantage in terms of maybe game planning, going up against something that's kind of familiar, I guess?
I don't know that it does. Everybody's got a lot of film, and you can kind of argue it both ways, So, but I think, but that's a great matchup. I think the Alamo Bowl's a great matchup, and just two really good teams.
I got to ask you about the thing that came out, I guess, a couple of weeks ago or maybe last week, about you teaching a class maybe next semester. What is that about? Can you kind of share a little bit about that?
We were kind of joking around about that. And just tweeted it to get an idea if there'd be any interest. We have virtually no permission for this. I don't know if we'll get it or not. I mean, hopefully we do, because it would be fun, I think. But I have a good friend who's taught counterinsurgency, and used to work for the State Department, taught counterinsurgency, so the idea would be to commingle football with it. Maybe football metaphors, that type of thing, because in football you're trying to attack space, you've got goals and objectives, you're trying to fortify certain things, and we could have a sort of an open discussion. He presents his part, and could have football film to illustrate certain elements of it, and just kind of have a discussion on it, and I think it would be really good. I think we would fill our 90 minutes very quickly with a lot of good dialogue.
That's for sure. Final question for you. I also know you're a history buff. You lived in the state of Texas for a decade. What do you know about the Alamo?
I know quite a bit about the Alamo, and I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to go to the Alamo, and I've seen, as far as the actual museum, I've seen it, I've thought about it. Next time I'm going, next time I'm going, next time I'm going. Well, this time I have to go, because I don't want to mess with any of this next time stuff. But I know quite a bit about everybody gathering there. I know the space was way too big to fortify. This could be part of our class. It was too big of a space to fortify. That back fence really didn't offer much protection. It was kind of a deal that was somewhat doomed before it started, but it did kind of illustrate the melting pot and the people from all different places gathering in the state of Texas, which eventually led to, the victory in Texas statehood.
Coach, that's all I got. Best of luck.
All right. Well, thank you.